Hello guys, your girl is back. Quick one. Okay, first of all, I know I haven't even been with you guys, so this is me saying Happy New Year to every one of you. We made it to 2023 all by the grace of God. So welcome to 2023, our year of manifold blessings. This is the year we're going to do a lot of exploits. So quick one, guys. So I'm just here to give you 3 health tips that I'm sure you did not know about. Okay, let me not say I'm sure. I presume you did not know about. Okay, quick one. So the first one is, I know everyone thinks that, it's good to clean your ears. It's good to clean your ears. Every time you see some people taking it so personal, like, this person, your ear is so dirty, you don't clean your ear. And what they mean is, it's simply referring to making use of the popular earbuds to clean our ear canals. That was what I knew long ago. Even when I started practicing as a medical doctor, I knew that, or I thought that the correct thing was using the earbud or making use of earbuds to clean my ears. I thought that was the right thing. Shocker, it's not right. I know, I can just imagine the surprise or the confusion you must be feeling right now. Chill, I'm gonna explain. Okay, so yeah, I used to think that the right thing to do if you want to clean your ears was to actually make use of the earbuds to clean your ears, to get rid of the earwax that you have. But honestly speaking, it's wrong practice. I'm not saying this because I'm a doctor, but I'm saying this because I had to learn it. I learned it from the ear, nose, and throat specialist. Shout out to my senior colleague who taught me this, Dr. Brimo. Hi. Yes, she taught me this personally. I had to ask because I was quite confused why she was, because I was practicing alongside with her. I was trying to learn, and she was telling me that anyway. So Dr. Brimo taught me that it wasn't really right for us to clean our ears with cotton buds. She went further to explain that for those of you that are not medical personnel, so there are some hair follicles that lines our ear canal, right? And when I say canal, I mean just this opening in your ear. So there are some hair follicles that line these canals, and the way God had designed it is that those hair follicles are supposed to help to flush out the wax and whatsoever fluid that is produced in the ear. All of those come together to form the natural cleansing mechanism of the ear, of the body, all right, including our nostrils and all of that. So using an earbud all the time, or using an earbud over time, would damage those hair follicles. Yeah, I can see that the confusion is getting cleared up. Yeah. So making use of the earbuds, you're going to be doing this, right? This is what you're doing when you clean your ear. You're picking those wax from your ear, and as you're doing that, you're damaging the hair follicles that have been placed there to naturally protect your ear from prevent the wax from getting stuck in your ear. And now by the time you keep doing that, over time you no longer have proper functioning hair follicles that are supposed to help you to flush them away, and that's why you start having what we call cerumen impactation or wax impactation. Like you have wax impacted there, you start having pain, discomfort, and all of that. That's what happens. So now that I've told you, please stop making use of earbuds. Okay, all right. The second thing I'm gonna say is actually related to what I have just explained. Picking your nose. Most people, I think a lot of people already know that it's not right or it's not wise to pick our nostrils. This is it, but they don't know why. A lot of people just feel like it's based on just hygiene. By the time you pick stuff with your hands, you can touch your food with it, or you can get that stuck under your fingers, and when you eat, you get infected, things like that, or you use that same hand to shake somebody. So most people just know the surface level of it and just know that, oh yeah, it's for the hygiene purposes. But trust me, there are other reasons The major one I'm going to talk about is, bleeding. All right, you notice I'm sure you've seen some people say, oh, you just notice some people, they undergo some kind of stress or whatever, you just observe that they're bleeding from their nostrils. Different things can cause that, but one of the things that causes it is trauma. So injury to the lining of the nostrils can do that. And like I said before, hair follicles, again, there are hair follicles also lined in the nostrils that are supposed to help to remove whatever excess mucus is produced and push it back. All right, but in this case, or in the case where you keep picking your nostrils, you end up damaging or getting yourself injured, and over time you can start having those easy bleeds. All right, and then some people have some blood disorders and whatnot that can, or there are some people are often placed on medications that interfere with the way their blood cells are supposed to help them to stop bleeding. So they're now predisposed to epistaxis, that's bleeding from the nostrils. So that's the second one I'm giving to you. What can you do? What's the alternative that you can do? You can make use of those cotton buds, right? You can wet it, right? You can actually wet it when you have catarrh, like running flu, and your nostrils are blocked, right? You can make use of sorry, not the cotton buds. You can make use of nasal decongestants. You can make use of heat stimulating creams or menthol, stuff like that, to help to drain, relieve those fluids. Because if you start making use of all of these things, you can damage even more. Now I'm going to use this opportunity to also talk about infants, right? For mothers with infants, and you see that your kid is the child is having running nose, and you're finding it difficult to, in Nigeria or Africa, we used to have this old practice where a mother would actually use her mouth to suck out the mucus from the child's nostril. That's not good practice either. Okay, that sudden draw of the mucus can cause some disbalance in the pressure in the head, so it's not so good. That's one. Secondly, the health, the hygiene part of it for you, the mother, that's a lot, and it's not really so good for the child. There are different things that have been made to help with that. Okay, so just like what I've said already before, the nasal, the heat, the vaporized, you can get this vaporizers that you can plug in the room to help spread menthol in the room to help to decongest the child. There are different practices that you can actually do. And now they've produced some mechanical devices that actually help to suck out some of this mucus from the nostrils, especially when they're finding it difficult to breathe. So these are many ways. And if you find that there are any dried up mucus, then you can use the cotton bud. In this case, you can use the cotton bud, wet it so that it doesn't injure the walls of the nostrils of the child. And even for you as an adult, if you're finding it difficult, okay, to do something like this and rub it against, if it's itching, you can from outside do this. Don't put your hand in there. There are many practices. It's not easy to keep to these things, but you just have to be cautious of it. Now the very last one, because I really did not want this video to be long. Apologies, my first video for the year. It's not supposed to be so long. Anyway, so the last one I'm going to tell you is this is for those that do a lot of flying. Okay, you travel a lot and you travel by air a lot. Guys, if you travel by air a lot, you know that this practice is real. This experience is kind of real, where you start having pain in your ears from, like there's a blockage or something in your ear because of the pressure, especially when they're about to land or when they're about to take off. It can be really distressing. Oh my God, I used to hear people say this. I used to take flights sometimes, and I have had some experiences myself, but I have never had pain. I just have this discomfort with hearing, and after some time, after we're out of flight, I'm better. But this time around, guys, the last one I had, early this month, it was not funny. I was having pain. It was painful, but thank God I knew what to do. Okay, so some people will tell you that you can, you can, you can chew gum to help to balance the pressure in your mouth and your ears. You can just keep swallowing That's another one. But one I'm going to tell you, thanks to Dr. Brimo again for teaching me this, is a Valsalva maneuver. Okay, so you can research on that. I might put something here, but in case I don't, you can research on that to see what exactly it is, or to watch a video on it. But I'm going to explain it to you as simple as I can. Okay, so you know when you want to forcefully exhale or forcefully blow your nose, right? When you want to blow your nose, that forceful, yeah. So the difference here is that you're going to keep your mouth sealed and also keep your nostrils sealed. So this is it. Just watch me. When you do that, you blow. Okay, every orifice or every space that air that you're blowing is supposed to come out from, which is either your mouth, your nose, or your ear. Oh, your mouth, your nose. Your mouth, your nose, or your ear has been, you've blocked the mouth and you blocked the nose. So the only place that air can try to come out from is the ear. That's because there's a connection with the mouth and the ear. All right, so do that, and you can even try it now. You don't have to have that problem before you try it. You can try it now. Just seal your nose, seal your mouth, and blow forcefully. You would hear a pop in your ear. Yeah, so once you hear that pop, you can notice that there's a relief or sort. So when you're in a flight next time and you experience that problem, remember my advice. You can do it multiple times so you feel better. You do it, you swallow, you take some breaks, you repeat it again. You can keep doing it till you feel better, but don't do it too much. All right, so like I said, you can Google that, you can go further and check it out. If you don't understand what I've said, you can watch a video on it on YouTube. There's so many informations everywhere. Valsalva maneuver, that's what it's called. So you do that. I hope I've been of help to somebody, and yes, again, Happy New Year. I look forward to having a lot of fun with you guys this year, and I'm gonna try my best to keep up with you guys. Okay, keep up with me while I keep up with you. Thanks so much for tuning in as always. I remain your girl, Miss Random Misery for now. Bye. Thanks for